Hello, everybody. I hope you guys are doing well. My name is Brett Lentz, and in this first discussion post, excuse me, I'm going to be seeking to answer an important question, in my opinion. What was the impact of Christianity in the American founding, or in the founding of America, and how has it influenced as a country? And just like I said, I truly believe this is an incredibly important question to ask and to analyze and to look at, because I think if you ask this question to most Americans, um, even Christian Americans living in the United States currently, I believe most would most would not have much to say to this point. Most would, especially on the Christian side of things, would look at our country now and think, well, there's not much of a Christian influence. But if you look back through the pages of history, you can't deny, in my opinion, or make much of an argument against the fact that our nation was founded by Christians on an inherently Christian and has an inherently Christian emphasis to many things, of which I'll cover here quickly. First off, I think if you look at, just like we have in the reading this week, if you look at some of the first people to come to our shores, they came here with a purpose. They came here with the intent on spreading the gospel, and especially once they, really came in contact with the native population, they saw them as an opportunity to like I said, to spread the gospel and to convert. The Spanish Catholic missionaries in California, what would be California, New Spain, and those other areas. Now, in my opinion, sometimes they didn't go about it in necessarily the most Christ-honoring way, but their goal was to share the gospel and to convert people and to bring them to relationship with Christ. Or maybe on the more positive side, you look at some of the actions of the missionaries in New France and Quebec, and how that area was founded and how those Catholic missionaries sought to not just see the Native Americans as projects, so to speak, in which to convert, but they sought to build relationships. They sought to understand their culture, and were very successful in the grand scheme of things of bringing the native population into relationship with Jesus. Or even going back to, and then following really the period of the missionaries, looking at some of the first people groups to really come to our shores, they were all inherently Christian. You have the Puritans, the Pilgrims, the Quakers, the Catholics, the Anabaptists, many of them obviously refugees coming to the New World, but they're coming in here, they're setting up towns and colonies built off the back of Christian beliefs. If you look back at through the pages of history at the charter of Virginia, the first charter of Virginia, April 10th, 1606, it has very much a Christian emphasis in what it's saying. For example, it says the propagating of the Christian religions to such people as yet live in darkness and miserable ignorance of the true knowledge and worship of God, and may in time bring the infidels and savages to humanity, civility, and a settled and quiet government. It has a strong Christian focus, and these are some of the founding documents, the bedrock, as I would say, of our country. So I don't believe there is a strong argument to say that there wasn't a Christian influence in the founding of America. It was. Or there is another article entitled "Faith in the Founding: The Influence of Religion on the Politics of James Madison," one of the founding fathers of our country. And you look at how he was mentored growing up, living in the colonies. He was mentored by Christians. Though sometimes the faith of the founding fathers can be somewhat hard to pin down, you look at the very Bill of Rights, for example. As Dr. Schultz would say in an article written, "A Christian America, Earl Warren and Our Christian Roots," Dr. Schultz makes a great point by saying that 3/4 of the provisions of the U.S. Bill of Rights, in fact, were outlined in the 1641 Massachusetts Body of Liberties, a Puritan document that came complete with Bible verses attached to each of the rights. The roots of the American Bill of Rights stretch back to the New England Puritans. Okay, Puritans, agree or disagree with some of their beliefs, an inherently Christian group that was trying to colonize this new world in a Christian fashion. So I think it's incredibly important for us as historians, particularly living in the United States, to understand the impact that Christianity has on the founding of our country, and that you look to the people that have come here from the very beginning and their goals and the founding documents. We are inherently a Christian nation upon that which is founded upon. But now I would make the argument that we have fallen from that we have strayed from that as a nation. And that's why I think it's very important as we study history, or as in my case, as I teach history to my students, that I don't forget to share these stories of faith, and that I don't forget to biblically integrate the faith of our country throughout history. So, hope you guys have enjoyed this. Have a great day, evening, morning, whenever you're watching this. God bless.